Speaking of who gives a shit, it's Glenn Beck. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may, this is, let me show you something. Hold on. Is this the one? Wait, hold on a second. Yeah. So this is Devin Nunes on Newsmax. And this is the title of this is Hillary Clinton Played Dirty Tricks on Trump in 2016. First of all, so fucking what? Are you just mad? Because she was, while she lost the election, she was successful in denting you forever. And then Glenn Beck, did Hunter Biden steal info from family members' phones? I can answer that one for you. No. But let's see what he's talking about. I think I know what he's referring to, but we'll see.
Latest on the Hunter Biden laptop.
Oh, the latest on the Hunter Biden laptop. You mean the thing that doesn't exist that you've never fucking seen?
Have you seen the latest on the Hunter Biden laptop?
There is no Hunter Biden laptop, just for the record. Just clarifying. I got to bring this down a little bit. There is no Hunter Biden laptop.
No, I have not.
Okay. You still interested in it?
No.
I am definitely interested.
Okay. Because
if it's an actual laptop, not the hard drive that says laptop, that's titled laptop.
It's getting much, much worse for Hunter Biden.
No, it isn't.
And Joe Biden.
No, it isn't. No, nothing in it is good for anything but shit politics. None of it will be admissible in court. Ever, fucking ever, not ever, never.
So here's the latest from the Washington Examiner.
The Washington Examiner. You mean the people who have only seen like a fifth generation copy of the hard drive?
Records located on a copy of Hunter Biden's laptop suggest...
No. Your Honor, move to strike. No, not found on Hunter Biden's laptop. Found on a copy of like a fifth generation copy of a hard drive titled laptop.
He took personal data from his sister-in-law's cell phones.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something the Russians would hack into and put all in one area so that they could just dump compromise.
Over a dozen times between 2017 and 2018.
Oh, you mean during that period when files were added to the hard drive by someone other than Hunter Biden? One moment. Shocking docuseries. One second. I'm trying to find a story real quick. There we go. According to an independent investigation, the person who recovered the device, Hunter Biden's laptop, had files added to it after it left his possession. That's John Paul McIsaac he's talking about. The Washington Post experts and the man who owned the computer repair store both came to the same conclusion that files were added to Hunter Biden's laptop after it left his possession. The experts found the data had been repeatedly accessed and copied by people other than Hunter Biden over nearly 3 years, our report claimed. By the way, if you'll recall, it's only been 2 years since the laptop was discovered. So this is 5 years of fuckery. Just for the record now. With those we spoke with, unable to reach definitive conclusions about the contents as a whole, including whether all of it originated from a single computer or could have been assembled from files from multiple computers and put on the portable drive. There is no laptop, fuck you.
Without her consent.
Yeah, well, that's how the Russians work.
This according to a former Secret Service agent who has testified in over 100 classified criminal and civil matters at state, federal, and international level.
Who has also never seen the laptop, not once, never laid eyes on it, never fucking touched it.
As a cyber forensics expert.
And as a cyber forensics expert, he should know that without the metadata, you can go fuck yourself.
The data Biden extracted.
Yeah, by the way, we've got some trolls in here today. Thank you guys for being here. It helps us boost our numbers. We really appreciate it. It's because of you, we've gone from 5,000 to 35,000 subscribers on YouTube. Honestly, we couldn't have done it without you. That's true, because you help spread us in the algorithm more than anybody else. So try to keep the racial epithets to a minimum. I know it's hard, but understand that if you're not getting yes, he's talking into a Glenn Beck marshmallow. If you're not getting the kind of response you're used to getting, I apologize. My chat just doesn't freak out the way you do. Your regulars do. Sorry. Hold on.
From iPhones is owned by Hallie Biden, the widow of his deceased brother, Beau Biden. It includes her text messages, photos, notes, call logs, calendars, and over 120 voicemails.
Right. Which is very bizarre, except when you assume that the Russians hacked everyone close to him as best they could and included a bunch of their shit.
Hallie Biden's texts and voicemails were located on Hunter Biden's laptop, were mostly personal in nature, but some indicate she was very aware of his foreign business dealings in China. The whole Joe Biden.
No, how could she fucking not be? He even said, like, the dude we were working with turned out to be China's biggest spy. We got to get the fuck away from this. All of the FARA arguments that they found about him talking about it in the other investigation are all about, yeah, you got to tell these guys we can't take their money unless they're properly vetted, and we announce that they're, partly owned by the Chinese government. They have to set up a private entity because we can't be a business with the Chinese government. And they're like, yeah, we'll get back to you. Then the whole fucking thing fell apart.
No, I didn't know. We didn't know. It's so clear on these things that they.
Yeah, you mean the fake documents, the fake fraudulent fakery, the fake documents, the fake things that you're selling that are fake and they're fake? Fuck you.
They just found. Cyber forensic.
It's not that hard to read the word forensic. Did he go to the Donald Trump School of Teleprompter?
Expert commissioned by the Washington Examiner to examine a copy of Hunter Biden's laptop.
Oh, sorry, a copy of his what? You mean a copy of the hard drive that says laptop on it?
Which was abandoned in a Delaware commuter shop.
No, it wasn't.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot in the blah, blah, blah. It was given to some Russian-speaking FBI agents, one named Mr. Joshua, played by Gary Busey in Lethal Weapon, and they said, if you need it back, give us a call. We'll drop it off. If Hunter Biden comes to pick up his laptop, he's part of Great Sting. We'll get you back. He's a Ferengi expert. That's right. He knows, yeah, don't get him started on Romulans.
Show that he may have violated federal law if he...
Yeah, but if that's your only source or that's how you find evidence, none of it's going to fucking convict him because Rudy Giuliani's a fuck-up and all of this is fruit of the poison tree.
He extracted Hallie Biden's...
Halle Berry's. All right, I have to say, if there are pictures of Halle Berry on Hunter Biden's laptop, I'm interested. She's a beautiful woman. Very talented. And she's fantastic in John Wick 3 and Monster and The Last Boy Scout and everything.
Phone data.
Or Halle Berry's.
Yeah. Voicemails without her consent.
So was he spying on his sister?
No. More than likely, if you want to update, sometimes you have to back up your phone. So you're like, hey, back it up I have a Mac. You can back it up on there. Like I have... one of my laptops, I used my mom. I backed my mom's phone up on there. Who gives a shit? They were dating. What do you mean?
What this was?
So here's what it is.
No, here's what it is purported to be.
They investigated the alleged violations of federal computer fraud and abuse. Typically, the Justice Department treats the unauthorized access into other people's computers as very serious.
Yeah, who the fuck said they were dating? Who says it was unauthorized? Other than the fact that Russian hackers hacked her phone too and dumped it onto the same fucking hard drive because they wanted all the evidence in one spot.
Bear in mind, from a national security perspective, Hunter Biden himself is among the least significant aspects of the Biden investigation.
Right. Yeah, that's what we've been told this whole time. Yeah, I mean, the Hunter thing, I mean, he's not important.
To the extent of his computer files show potentially unlawful activity and shady foreign business arrangements, this is grist for blackmail.
Yeah, it's out. You can't... They released everything. What blackmail? Again, how are we being... No, for fuck's sake, hold on. Yeah, this is a guy who is worried that Beijing is going to blackmail him. The guy who said, yeah, we'll defend Taiwan if they're attacked. Who gives a fuck if Russian sock puppets in Ukraine are fucking with you if you're helping fight off Russia from Ukraine? No, Hunter was not with Hallie. They're just mixing up words.
Hallie Biden is Hunter Biden's sister-in-law. They began a romantic relationship.
After.
They say after.
What do you mean they say? Fuck you, you creep.
Her husband and his brother both died of brain cancer.
There are so many aspects of the story that are incomprehensible that if you put them in a movie, it would be so implausible. It would not.
Bullshit. Grieving people who aren't related get together all the fucking time. And it's a twisted situation because these are the only people in your bubble and you're both going through the same thing. What? This good lord.
Work.
Okay.
Thanks,
Text messages between Hunter and Hallie Biden on the drive show the two were engaged in an extremely contentious romantic relationship.
Yes, we know this.
But
so fucking what?
Before and during the time where he was extracting data from her cell phone.
Or she was backing up her phone on his computer so that she could update it.
The messages show Hunter Biden often accused Hallie Biden of cheating on him with a man named David Walsh.
So what?
You are heartless, and I will not be treated like a second fiddle, not only by Beau, but now by David. Hunter texted Hallie Biden this message on April 28th,
allegedly,
2017. I think your affair with David started innocently enough. The truth is, sex is irrelevant. David is irrelevant. The only thing I can't abide by is the lie. Hunter Biden first extracted...
Again, why is that funny? Because Hunter Biden's supposed to be a liar according to whatever standard of bullshit Glenn Beck is making up. Again, who gives a fuck about this? In this day and age, honest to fucking God, if this was 1952 and there were like love letters written by a president's son between, you might give a shit. In the age of Kardashians and fucking Bravo, do you think anybody cares? Do you think anybody in the United States could get blackmailed with any of this shit? You're kidding, right?
Personal data from her cell phone the evening of May 31st. Records from the drive show.
Boring.
Records obtained from the transfer.
Boring.
Including Biden's text message history with Walsh. He then started throwing these things back at her. You met him at this time.
So what?
And she's like, I don't know what you're doing, but you got to stop doing this right now.
And then they got back together, and then she hooked her phone up to his computer to back it up so that they could, so she could update her phone, and some of the files are on there. Nobody gives a shit.
He then was writing and saying, look, everybody knows about his dealings with China. and we got to get him back into the fold here because I don't know what he's doing, but he's gone off the rails.
What? That's not, thank God that's not gibberish or anything.
This all in and more, all in his laptop. Things are...
No, not in his laptop. There is no fucking laptop. I'm sick of this shit. There's none.
Not going to go well there if we trust our justice system.
If we trust our justice system, nothing about this would ever be allowed to be used as evidence in a court of law. Because what fucking judge and what first-year law student would ever be able to, that wouldn't be able to kick out this, like, 10th generation copy of a hard drive that no one can vouch for? There are dozens of forensics experts, including the Washington Post, that say it's a forensic nightmare. You can't trust any of it. People have been manipulating this hard drive from before it was dropped off at McIsaac's place, if it was at all. There is no original hard drive or original laptop in existence. It's always been bullshit. It was pulped and thrown in a fucking river because it was a scam. It's not ever going to be found in like, there was this one thing where they're like, picture purported to be, where is it? Let's see if I can find this. Some dickhead had it in here. Hold on. Shocking series. No, more details. Double standard, recent what we know and don't know, which is fucking everything. Hold on. There was somebody saying there's a picture of it. Oh, yeah, here it is. This is my favorite. This came up. People were like, aha! Look at this shit. Photo alleged to show Hunter Biden's laptop surfaces. Hunter Biden's legal and investigative operation has been conducting forensic tests on a MacBook Pro that the president's son lost track of in 2019. Providing CBS News with what it says is the first public photo of that once missing laptop. This is not the one that was dropped off at the McIsaac shop at all. If anything, it could be the one that they copied some shit from and faked other things. This is not he didn't lose track of it. According to their story, he dropped it off and never returned. He didn't lose track of it. He knew where it was. A team led by Kevin Morris, an entertainment lawyer, best known for crafting a 9-figure deal with Southpark, has been probing the backstory of how a Hunter Biden laptop containing what appear to be years of personal and intimate data and business found its way to news reporters and authorities. The effort seems to be aimed at blunting the impact of an ongoing federal, or by sowing doubts about the computer, which made headlines in 2020. A source for the Hunter Biden told CBS News a laptop now in their possession may be the key to determining if anything was altered or added to that second laptop discovered. Yeah, to that second laptop discovered at a Delaware. Hold on. Check this shit out. A source for Hunter Biden's team of advisors told CBS News the laptop now in their possession may be the key to determining if anything was altered or added to that second laptop discovered at a Delaware repair shop, or to the hard drives that have journeyed through multiple sets of hands. That's supposed to be the picture. This is it. That's not, fuck you. This is another laptop that he had from before. That is not the one that was supposedly dropped off at McIsaac's shop. Fuck off with that nonsense. It says so in the article. It's from, like, if anything was altered and added to the second laptop, to that second laptop discovered at a Delaware repair. It wasn't discovered, by the way. It was dropped off and pilfered by an asshole who just magically happened to be friends with Rudy Giuliani's lawyer. What are the fucking odds? They can send us, let's see, we have the Rosetta Stone. They can send us theirs and we'll see what they have. Referring to news outlets and various critics who have copies of the laptop contents that first went public. They should be the ones with the burden of proof in this nasty circus. Exactly. Hunter Biden's team has produced no evidence of alterations to the drives that have leaked. They don't have to. Everybody else has. Hold on one second, if I may. I mean, it was the same one we just looked at a moment ago. Yeah. Again, his team doesn't have to. the forensics team that looked at it at the Washington Post went, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. Like, there's garbage all over it. So, no.